So I actually like doing this because like I don't know how to get out of my comfort zone with things unless I just try to do them. So I like making any kind of video. So here we go. Hi. Somebody asked in the comment section if I like know what I'm gonna talk about. Like most of the time no, but like in my head I like to have like a few bullets, like usually like 3 things definitely that I'm like, yeah, for some reason I'm gonna bring that up. And even if I'm like I'm not going to, I find myself later on bringing it up. And I don't really like mean to, it's just like something that I just like have. Like right now, those 3 things are like heart-shaped bed or pool. I think that's it. No. And a maggot story and and there's something else. I don't know, but I'll try. Maybe it'll come back. So like basically the heart-shaped pool thing or bed or whatever is like I gotta try that one day. You know what I mean? Like you always see that in movies. I gotta try that one day. Then the other thing, the maggots. Oh yeah, whenever I was a kid, my mom one time went off on me for feeding the cat and not throwing away the cans and like hiding them in a. She's like, I know you're doing that, and I was like, psh. She's like, you can't be doing that. Maggots will get in there. Worms, and I was like, nah, that won't happen. She's being, nah, and and one night I went down there and I picked up this can and I turned it around and it was like all in slow motion in my head and there was just like a million maggots all festering in there and I threw it. Oh my goodness. And I threw it and I was like seriously scarred for life, like genuinely scarred for life. Also, I'm reading this book which is very popular amongst a lot of people, especially last year. And it's really good. I love shifting away from trauma because I've been reading a lot of dark things lately. Not like super dark, just like things that get you really thinking about like human behavior. I randomly go through stages where I have really huge obsessions with things. Like I think this is normal for a lot of people, but like I'll suck it dry and maybe even go over the top where it kind of becomes my personality for a while. It's actually kind of annoying. Like a good small example is like, let's say I was eating clean for a while. Yeah, I dedicate to that bit. I'd be the most repulsive person, you know. Oh no, I can't eat that. I did some research on macros. I don't know. But it's not usually like eating clean, to be honest. Like maybe one day, because like I always adopt it with random ass shit. But like in the past, I mean, I've done it with like serial killers. That's a common one that everyone does. Random murder cases, just because I used to want to be a detective really bad. And then just like random things that have happened in history. Like I of course had a 9/11 phase whenever I figured out what that was. Titanic phase whenever I figured out what that was. You know, just like random things that like I had a random thing with the Mount Vesuvius. I think that's what it is, right? Mount Vesuvius, where like all the people died and like some of them are like fossilized in like positions because of the volcano. And it was, yeah, I don't know. I had a stage with that shit, and JonBenet Ramsey, I had a huge stage with that, especially since it was in Boulder. I like went to the house. You know what I mean? Like I really do kind of go insane. Right now it's Jesus Christ. I love hearing people talk about like theories of Jesus. If they think Jesus is real, if they don't. I love hearing it all. Like I'm very interested in Jesus Christ right now. It's an odd phase I didn't really know I'd ever go through. But one time I was Korean. I tried to learn Korean for a long time. I don't even think I know a single thing in Korean anymore. Pang? I think I can write my name maybe. Let me try. Okay, I'll try to do it like here. Okay, I'm probably messing this up. Okay, this is stupid. No one asked. Oh shit. See, I know I'm forgetting like whatever. I know I'm forgetting like I don't know. Something like this, okay? But anyways, yeah, and I still want to learn those things. I just don't have the right tools. I'm seriously the kind of person that cannot learn that shit. Like guitar, languages. I need to like put a little bit of money and do like a school, and I will eventually. But like right now, car accident. You know, I always got a whole bunch of excuses. I really always do, and I hate it. But one day, I promise you, I will. I'm not there yet. I can't do it right now. Maybe I could, but like. I don't know. I feel like I'm like risking too much. Like I'm juggling too much financially right now. I couldn't. An underrated movie is definitely The Croods. That movie rocks. Why haven't we seen that one 3 gazillion? Why was it Frozen? Like I know why it was, but like why? Tangled was better. No hate, it just was just a better movie, you know. Although I do think all the time, I'm like, damn, I got, what is it, Chris Hans so hard in my last relationship. And also, if I could say anything to that person that I was with, I would just say thank you for freeing my soul. Genuinely, I didn't realize how trapped I was until I met you. And even though our relationship was hard and not fun and brought out the worst in both of us, I wish you well. I hope your marriage is good, and I hope you're not treating anyone poorly. If you by chance saw this, I have no resentment towards you, and in fact, I like Johnny Cash even more. I started taking this fish oil that my mom gave me. Got a big boy right here, and I'm actually so grateful I have, because like I can notice like there's more strength in my nails than there ever has been, and I'm prone to like pretty weak nails. I guess not all of them, but I feel like I can tell, you know. One vitamin that I for sure knew was doing a difference for me was like vitamin D something. Like I used to watch a lot of tarot videos, and like at one point they're like, you invest in some vitamins, so I asked for that for my birthday. My friends bought me some vitamins, and like low-key it was like really helping at the time, because like D like helps you with like sadness and like your mood in general, and I could tell. Oh my goodness, I've been thinking about the books they had me read like throughout high school, and I'm like, why those books? Like, because like sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I read that in high school, and I'm like, huh, I wish I read that. Like I didn't. Like the things that I read were like Great Gatsby, Scarlet Letter, Animal Farm, Ender's Game. Why Ender's Game? Gathering Blue, The Giver. Lots of dystopian books too. That's what's the weirdest part to me. Why so many dystopian books? Like some of them make sense, I get it, and they connect that on why we're reading that or whatever and how that applies. But also, why don't they have us read more? Like I feel like school should be the number one place where you're just getting shoved books all the time, but honestly, not really, not enough in my opinion. Yeah, and I saw this video of this guy talking about something to do with that. I think he was explaining game theory, which is like this like political like thing, or like this like theory that like you could like I don't know if he really was, to be honest. I kind of missed the whole entire point of the video, to be honest, but he basically drew a chart and he explained what everybody wanted in a school system, and how most people, they just want to do the least amount of work to make everyone happy. Like, so like for students, it was like they want to go into the best college, they want to get good tests, they want to get the diploma, they want their teachers to like them, they want their parents to be proud of them, they want to be popular too, they care about their status and who they meet when they're there. But like actually learning the most is more rare. I'm not saying it's zero. I do think people do want to learn when they go to school, but I don't think it's that big as much as a lot of people say, because otherwise you would just learn anyways. You would never stop learning, but a lot of people do. And then he said like the parents, they just want to brag to their other friends about their kid going to this college and doing good, and see their kid get the diploma and live a more independent, smart life. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then like the teachers, they just want to, you know, do their work, you know, just like any other person. And like they're not always going to have the umph. They also have family, and they also have other things going on. They're not always going to be in that teacher mindset, so they may not always. So basically he was explaining why like a lot of school systems probably don't do as good as maybe they should, which I kind of agree with that, which it wasn't his opinion. He wasn't saying that. That's kind of what I took from it. I was like, oh, like the more you think about it, everything that we bitch about in society is our own fault for being lazy and doing less work, and also choosing to look a certain way instead of be a certain way. We care more about, I don't know, this one person I met a few years ago stole this quote online and wrote it in a journal I have to this day, and it says, embrace the art of delayed gratification over instant gratification. And I at first, when I was 18, I didn't know what that meant at all. Like I mean, I did, but I didn't, you know. But like now more than ever, I really do appreciate the fact that we have time to adapt to things and learn and grow with the things that are going on in our life, instead of just being like instantly like Click, like the movie Click, you know, with Adam Sandler. That shit makes me cry every time. I don't know, and I know I kind of have said this before, but like stretching has really helped me slow down, and reading has really helped, especially reading out loud. I practice reading out loud sometimes, not always, but sometimes, just because I want to ramble, and also because sometimes I'm missing really good details in a book because my brain is like shutting down on itself. So it's like, just read it out loud, you have time. And I don't know, I've just noticed it's a lot easier to be more in the moment than ever in my life right now. And I feel less restraint in the obstacles I face and more like, ooh, this